things from the streets to the skate park with an absolute classic. Also, a banger of a soundtrack.
Facts.
We're talking Tony Hawk's ProSkater 3 and 4, where style, creativity, precision, and everything. I have to say it again. The soundtrack, fire. It's going to be going down. Our players are stepping into Combo Mambo. That means it's not about racking up points across multiple runs. It's actually all about landing one massive combo that blows the other out of the water. So basically, if you play Tony Hawk traditionally, right, you have combos, but every single trick gives you a specific score or how you land it or the multiplier, right? But that's not what really matters. What really matters is how often and how long can you hold a string of tricks together versus, okay, I'm going to hit this one to get a high score on this specific, whether it's a kickflip or anything like that. First, get down to the nitty-gritty of their stories, starting with Jumpman.
I don't think people should root for me. I think they should root for Cash. She needs all the luck she can get. My name is Jumpman. Been a multi-pro gamer since 2006. Hoping to keep doing it. I'm a gamer. What made GGL so special was it was unlike any other tournament I've ever been to. It was different. It was on a whole other level. What gaming means to me is it's an escape, but it's also a very strong bond that I have with my kids and my family, and I love gaming with them every day, and I also love to compete. I don't think there's anything that someone can do to make me rage quit, ever. I've been gaming for so long, and people have been saying things to me for 20 years now. It doesn't get to me, it doesn't bother me. I think DGL matters to gamers because it shows literally that anybody can game. It's not just all nerds and dweebs or whatever you want to call them. It can be whatever. Even if you are a nerd, that's cool. I'm a nerd, so gaming is cool. Yeah, I saw those 70-year-olds playing Tekken and they love it, so I think you can play till you're any age. I'll be playing till I'm at least 70, if my hands still work anyway. A day in my life is hanging out with my family and gaming. That's pretty much it. So.
Now, Jumpman may bring the humble, quiet confidence, but this next player is going to be bringing the loud style. Let's take a look.
Yo! My name is Tyla Yaweh. I'm a multi-platinum music artist, and I'm a gamer. This is my first time ever being in a gaming competition or playing it in a competitive way, so it's something new for me to step out of my artist brand and become something different, you know? Being on stage is my getaway and my meditation, and just to see people just turn up off of your energy and be there, it's like almost like I'm looking at myself on stage through other people. It's just a dream come true for me, and I would never want to stop performing.
I'm ready. Ready.
I'm doing this for my daughter, my seed. It's for my family, my mom. Being that person that can motivate them and be an inspiration to them no matter what, and get them to do what they want to do in life. We ride together, we win together. Come on, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am hyped for this one. Make some noise real quick. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, game time!
The start of something special, and both of these players spawn in a very, very similar spot to start off the game, but where you end up is entirely up to you.
Absolutely. And what I was telling you before about staying in that pocket, when you find your route where you can do the tricks the easiest and you get comfortable, that's when it's game over. Just don't drop the combo. Jumpman dropped the combo.
Now, I just want to do a quick recap of this. The score is not added up in terms of the points of the tricks. It's actually the best combo strings of tricks that the score counts. So if a player does a 2,000 point combo and then a 15,000 point combo, the final score is going to be the highest combo string. So it will be 15,000. Each trick adds to the multiplier to increase the amount and number of the combo stat. So the more you do your tricks and keep it going, the higher the points go.
Now this is crazy, because you see Dancing Dan is trying to throw off Tyler.
trying to get the signals.
You're trying to get the signals right. You see that, right? Now, what's interesting is we see this is where it gets difficult because no matter how many tricks you do, you have to land them. And right now, Jumpman, he's doing good, but he's dropping some combos and it's taken away from his position.
Now, another thing to add, if you're paying attention, on the screen, you'll see a specific number stat, and it'll say X3, X4. For those who don't know, that's the multiplier. And we're doing 3 2-minute sessions. So, Tyla and Jumpman are doing turns as they're getting their tricks off. Basically, if you do a rotation, it adds more to that multiplier. So that number that says X3, X4, which helps to increase the score even more.
Yeah, and Tyla is increasing that score for real. It's interesting. I think right now, when you see Tyla, he's in that zone. And you know his last name, Yaweh. That's all I'm saying.
Looks like Jumpman finished his first 2-minute run. I know the last score we saw was about 100,000 plus. So Tyler has 10 seconds left. He has to start hitting some combinations here, hitting those grinds right into the manuals, maybe even revert off of a half pipe, but he's just not able to get them to continue flowing together.
That's a problem.
And if you're watching, right, speaking of manual, the second that your board hits the ground after that manual, if you don't hold it, it doesn't count. That's the end of the strings of tricks. So that's why you're seeing them doing that as they're going from point to point on the map.
It's that little bar that kind of that's up on the screen. It's kind of like a balance meter depending on if you're grinding or manual. And it's pretty simple too. Right out of the trick, you just press down, up, or up, down, depending on if you want to do a front one or a back one. And that's what they're both using. But it just seems like right now, compared to how they were practicing, they're testing them just a little bit more.
See, what I would say is if they was to slow down a little bit and start the manual, then it'd be easier to maintain that balance as they break out into the new tricks as they move faster.
Now, well, earlier you saw Jumpman, now we're at Tyla, but if you go back to Jumpman later on, he actually talked to us about how there's a specific area on the map that he's just going back and forth at because he really feels it's the best place to have a continuous momentum with his combo tricks.
And this is it, literally exactly what you're talking about. He goes down the ramp in the spawn, he puts a little bit towards the right, and just continues to go back and forth. And where you don't have a ramp, he just kicks off the wall, that keeps the combo streak going. He has almost 1 million points off that last combo streak.
That
just
was
something like
crazy. Yeah, something light. Yo, that was crazy. I think he hears us, and he's like locked in, like, for real, like.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like, you know, other people might not agree with me, but Gears of War gamers, in terms of gamers, I think are some of the most versatile gamers on the planet.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. That score looking very lopsided right now. It's looking very like chopped cheese in Brooklyn. It's looking very lopsided right now.
To be fair, though, as well, Jumpman is a champion in a Tony Hawk competition of the past. So this is not. Look, he said, you know what? This is my trick. Look at him. This is the face of victory.
The level, I appreciate the level of disrespect. This is what it is. GGL, baby. This is that energy right now, baby.
Yo, what do you think he was showing on that phone? I hope.
He didn't have to do that, though. That was wrong.
He probably took a selfie of himself as soon as he put the controller down. This is the face of victory right here. This is the selfie I took. I put it on a 3-second timer. But like right now, what would you tell Tyler to bring him back into the game? Because right now it just looks like he's maybe just too hard on himself.
Honestly, I think that Tyler should follow the pattern that Jumpman is doing in terms of finding an area on the map that he's comfortable with so he can maximize his tricks and keep that string along. Because that's something that Jumpman is doing and Tyler isn't. That's the difference maker. Like, adapt.
So basically, the area that Jumpman is on, or, you know, where he's skating on, it's on the right side of the map. And so on this right side of the map, he has so many areas to grind, to manual. He has a garage door to kick off of, to literally just go straight back into grinding and the whole combos. And he's just going back and forth. He has another wall and a couple stairs that he can just jump on, and then he's just literally going back and forth while Tyla's going through the entire map.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the best strategy.
It's not the best strategy. And what's interesting is whenever you see Jumpman kick off, like that garage door, all it does is continue the momentum so he can't go back and forth. So all you're doing, you know what I'm saying, is following this particular line, and that right there is gonna make sure your tricks go crazy.
I'm also noticing that when both of them bail, it's usually because they're trying to get that additional rotation in to increase the multiplier.
Yeah.
So and the problem is when you are rotating, you gotta be moving and have momentum, or else you're not gonna land properly. Like, and that's the problem. They're not creating enough momentum from grinding or kicking off the wall, and they're just trying to like force it in, but you can't force it.
And I know we talked about this. Tyler just keeps going to different spots on the map, so he's kind of adapting each and every time. What's new? What's here? Is it a ramp? Is it a rail? Meanwhile, Jumpman is playing the same 5% of the map, back and forth, back and forth. He knows what's coming in front of him. He knows the spacing for the jump, and he knows the timing, which is crucial.
Wow. So, and that goes back to strategy. Remember what we said earlier, how you could play one game a certain way and it translates. So when you're playing Call of Duty or something like that, like what do? You learn the map. And when you know the map, you know the spawn traps, you know all these other things. He's doing the same thing in Tony Hawk, and that right there is crazy how he knows the map like that.
One of the best sayings in the world is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And sometimes that's all you gotta do when it comes to a competition.
Absolutely.
We can keep talking, but let's go down and find out what the final stats are.
Jumpman with 1,600,000. What? Woo! What?
That's a coded score. Good game, dog.
Hey, we gotta talk to you, man. We gotta talk to you. What was your strategy throughout?
Do some tricks, grind some rails, press some buttons, and then I let T-Pain play the last game.
Oh, T-Pain played the last. I don't know if that's a violation, but
I asked the ref, he said it's cool.
okay. Do you actually skate in real life?
I do, yeah. Well, I used to. I do a little bit. My son skates.
Okay, well, hey, congratulations, man.